Mad Boss Driver here. Brothers and the ladies and the haters that are most definitely watching. Yeah. So on this rant, this episode of my rant, I guess. So you know, Assassin's Creed that has taken liberties with historical events, like what if George Washington decided he wanted to be king instead of president of the United States of America, because they did offer him the throne back in the day. You do understand that that was a choice that he could have taken, because they did offer him the throne. So Assassin's Creed has got a new game out based in medieval Japan, the Edo something period, whatever, I forgot the time period of it was, which emperor was on the throne. Anyways, it was during the Shogun era. And if, I believe, is it Yakuza? If I'm saying it right. Who was a black man from Africa. Stories said, you know, he's documented. He's actually a historical character, a real character. He went to Japan either as a slave or a servant, and was basically turned into a samurai. Now, some people are saying he wasn't really a samurai. I don't really give a shit. He was doing samurai shit. So, you know, Afro Samurai is based loosely off of that. There's many different spin-off stories. Even in Japan, there are toys, there are cartoons, characters. There is a lot of merchandise and stories about this guy. So, Assassin's Creed, the game, this new version, has him as one of the central characters. Him alongside a Japanese female is in Japan, and they gotta do what Assassin's Creed characters have to do. Either stop something, take somebody out, things of that nature. And angry racist white boys, not all white boys, angry racist white boys, and angry racist Asian boys are pissed off. But mostly angry racist white boys are pissed off that he has been given such a prominent role. And they're trying to, now they want Assassin's Creed to be historically accurate. So why are they so pissed off? They're pissed off of the fact that, you know, they're not the default character in the storyline. They're pissed off that he's paired up with a Japanese woman. They're pissed off that maybe it might rub off on some of the ladies over there, that they might come up and slip on the black banana. This is why those fellas are angry. I've been seeing a lot of videos come up in the feed lately of the Asian community speaking about, you know, the Bachelorette, which is an Asian girl, and she's got a lot of white men, you know, vying for her love. One East Asian looking man, I guess 2 South Asian or darker or Southeast Asian men on there, but the other Asians don't count them as Asian because they keep skipping over and saying there's only one, when apparently there's more, and 3 black guys or so. And so now there's an uproar. Now folks are saying, oh, Hollywood's trying to promote Asian girls dating white and black guys. What's so funny is Hollywood has been out and about promoting Asian women with white guys for decades. Many decades. You remember the fish out of water movies from the 80s where the guy goes to Asia and he becomes better at the Asian martial arts than the Asians in Asia? Kind of like a scenario in G.I. Joe where Snake Eyes is a better fighter than his so-called brother, Storm Shadow. Was it Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes? I keep getting them mixed up. It's Snake Eyes is the good guy. Storm Shadow's the bad guy. Right? That trope of the Westerner, the blonde hair, blue-eyed, or the mustache Westerner, better at Asian stuff than Asians. For years, this has been going on. For years, Shay Whitey has been going to Asia and wifing up Asian women left and right with no pushback. No grumbles, no gripes, no nothing. In fact, many had the red carpet rolled out for that ass. So much so that if the daughter comes home with something black from America, the mom will be like, why didn't you get something white from America? These are facts. But now that brothers are moving heavy in Asia, as of late, Southeast Asia and Pacific, Guangzhou, they're talking about 500,000 immigrants from Africa, mostly are men. This is post-COVID. This is after all of that drama they had that people were saying, oh, they're kicking out the Africans. They're still talking about 500,000 strong in Guangzhou. Who knows what the real numbers are? But they're wifing up Chinese chicks left and right. I mean, there's this rumor going around, and it's a rumor because there's no real evidence, even though people are sending me links of Japan offering visas for folks to come over there and help with population growth. Talking about they looking for brothers to come over there specifically. Brothers is already over there. Same with South Korea. But we're not even touching on what's going on in the Philippines and Thailand. Now all of a sudden, folks want to start questioning things and get up in arms. While all the Asian chicks is messing with the white and black guys. And all I'm thinking is, you had nothing to say when it was just the white guys. So please have nothing to say now that, some other dudes is coming in the mix. You should be happy you're getting some color. Had no problems when you had the golden hafu bands back in the 70s. That was in Japan, where these girls who are half European, half Japanese, Eurasians, called Golden Hafus, created a music group that was quite popular. Look them up. Golden Hafu. Didn't have any bronze Hafus. Now people want to talk about, Asian chicks with the white guys and black guys. When it was just the white guys, not a peep. No pushback. As I said in old videos back in the day, there are no white Emmett Tills. For any Asian guy listening to me say these things, understand, your group of guys gave little to no pushback against these white dudes. Even today, going over to Asia, wifing up, busting nuts, not wifing up, just laying pipe to as many as possible. Ride their bikes all up and down your country. Dating and mating to any chick they want. Leave your company, country come back to the States and talk cash shit about China. Left and right. Because they're married to Chinese chick. And they don't like how the communist government is doing whatever business it's doing in China. Go look up those channels. Nothing but these white dudes in the comfort of the Western world talking about China. And you guys did nothing. Dropped whole bombs on your cities and was able to go and take up war brides. And you did nothing. Make whole movies where they just swapping up your girls. You could have made movies where you could have made movies in your country when you got the girl, the Western girl, the white girl. Where are those flicks? But now that black guys is moving in, oh no! Got Chinese men filming them walking down the street when the African is walking with the Chinese chick. I got links to the videos. Open up TikTok accounts. It's a big deal now. Now that the BBC has entered the room. Didn't have nothing else to say when it was Biff, but now there's Tyrone. Okay, that's the first part of the rant. Second part of the rant. So, back here in the States, you got this show online called The Bloom Pop, whatever it is. So apparently, an episode that went viral is an episode where there's this brother who's a plumber. That makes over $100K a year doing plumbing business in California. He was on the show, and women were popping their balloon, and they were talking about, it's because he's short and too muscular and short and stocky. That's not his type. And he didn't just take that. He didn't just sit there and take that, humble out, eat the humble pie. He decided to snap back. And so he done did. He snapped back on several of the ladies. And he walked out with a chick on his arm. Some saying now she was a gold digger. But he left with somebody on his arm. The BWs, that'll be black women, couldn't stand the fact that how dare he think he is the prize? How dare he think he's better than us? How dare he thinks he's above us? He is beneath us. So they wanted to humble him. So somebody got his information and gave it to the hyenas, gave it to the beast, the wildebeest of the streets, gave it to the scraggle-daggle. And they went and got this man fired from his job. Now remember, all the contestants on this show, on this particular episode, happened to be black. And he walked out the door with a BW. That'd be a black woman. Not only did he walk out the door with a BW, he walked out the door with a dark-skinned BW. And it mattered not. It mattered not to the scraggle-daggle. It mattered not to the B-dubs. They were pissed off that how dare this Negro think he could come out his mouth talking like the way he was talking. He needs to be humbled. So they tried to take his livelihood away from him. That's how evil these broads are. That's what's in their heart. Not all. I'm talking about all BWs. I'm talking about the ladies that went in and did what they did. But you got to understand, that's the culture. The fact that they were okay with doing it, the fact that they were fine with that is the culture. The ladies that did it felt like they did nothing wrong. So you brothers that are on the fence, you can deal with the wildebeest, or you can go out to Asia, because you know the guys, are just now starting to complain. So you might want to get in and fit in where you can. So that's what I probably would do, because to deal with them chicks on the Balloon Pop show, So that's just my rant. Mad bus driver out. And let me come back with a PS for that ass. Let me come back with a PS for that ass. Listen. You can complain now about The Bachelorette and how many Asian dudes is on there. Listen, this is an American show, so they're not trying to make it a ethnic bachelorette. So, because they're, just like the black female that was the bachelorette, they didn't have all black male contestants. They were, white and Hispanic and African American and Asian, I think, was on one of the, I'm not sure. But it wasn't all black, because then it'll just be the black dating show. They got to appeal to a broader audience. And so that's what they're doing. Plus, because, once again, you Asian guys didn't step up heavy in for, projecting yourself in a masculine stance when it comes to the dating scene. Why would she choose you? That's what, because she's no disrespect, but just like a lot of brothers that are squares, if you will, are not getting plucked by these hood rat BWs because they want Tyrone, because they think NBA Youngboy, they think Future, the rapper, can bang their back out, the way they need their back banged out. They think them chick, that Asian chick is going to be looking at, the guys, and part of her, calculation process is which one of these guys is going to bang my back out the way I want my back to be banged out. And unfortunately for you, as an Asian guy, you didn't, you're not repping yourself like that in America. You're just not. I mean, I understand certain stereotypes are bad. Certain stereotypes work in people's favors. Your stereotype doesn't work in your favor for banging that back out. Plus, it doesn't help that in your home countries, where you're ethnically from, you're having fertility problems. Let me do you out. Bad bus driver out. I'm out. Sorry. I'm out.